Hi and welcome back. This is my 2 weeks one palette update for the Dose of Colors Baked Brown. I know I have not filmed in the last 2 weeks, and so the last video you saw was me choosing this one. I had kind of high hopes. I have said that I don't like brown eyeshadows, and I was kind of surprised, a little bit sad whenever my Decision Roulette pulled this palette, and I haven't really reached for it. I think I've worn it like 3, maybe 4 times in the last 2 weeks, only because it is all browns. They are beautiful shades of brown, but it's not something that I found myself wanting to use. They're kind of intense, like by themselves, and besides using just the colors in this palette and some glitters, I didn't know what else to pair with this. So it's not something that I want to keep in my collection of eyeshadow palettes. The quality is amazing. If you've used these little quints from Dose of Colors, and you know, like, the pigmentation is there, the quality is there, they last all day on the eyes, they're really, really easy to blend out. I am wearing it today. I think though that there's something about like the actual shades of brown that I'm not really thrilled with. I feel like that they pull very orange on me. So whenever I wore it, I just wasn't really comfortable in these eyeshadows in particular. I wound up pulling for my Lorac California Diamond palette, this one right here. This was actually easier for me to just pull out and use really early in the morning whenever I was getting ready and was in a rush. So that said, as gorgeous as this palette is and as well as it performs, I'm not going to keep it in my collection. I'm going to see if my sister wants it. She wears very minimal makeup, and if she doesn't want it, I'm going to see maybe my mom or one of my cousins would like this. Yeah, I think it's really pretty. I mean, it's great, and I'm glad that I did buy it, but I don't know, there's just something about it that I don't love on me. Like, I have it on today, like I said. This one right here, Outdoorsy, is all over my lid and on my brow bone, and then Cherry Wood is just deep into my crease, and then I have a Natasha Denona like glitter shade from one of her 5-pan palettes on my lids. But I don't know. It's just, I feel like I have so many other browns in my other eyeshadows, and I have a couple of MAC single browns that I like so much better than, like, the colors so much better than these, that I don't feel a need to hang on to this. So I'm going to declutter this one. I feel like I used it enough for me to decide that it's okay to just get rid of it. I had like one picture that I posted on Instagram using this eyeshadow palette, and that was this glittery one. Fine and dandy, just not my cup of tea. So I am going to spin for a new palette for this week, or for these next 2 weeks. Let's go. This is the ABH Norvina palette. I've been thinking about using that one. So that's kind of funny. I keep seeing it on Instagram. And I was like, oh yeah, I do have that one, and there's some pinks in there, and I haven't used it a whole lot since I got it. So there is that. This I think is going to be a better fit for me for the next 2 weeks. I do know that from whenever I did buy this, I do like it, and it has enough variety in it to not bore me to tears for the next 2 weeks. So hopefully I can get on the ball and actually take pictures of my makeup this time. I just was slacking for these last 2 weeks. I've been doing good, just busy, which is totally okay and what I want for my life right now. All right, so thank you so much for watching. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one.